All right, so we got Mike in, is it Michigan, who has supposedly direct falsification of atheism, which isn't possible since atheism isn't a proposition. But come on, Mike, tell us what you got.
So if non-existence does not exist, then God's existence is necessary. But if non-existence exists, then God's non-existence is identical to existence. Either way, the entire ontological underpinnings of your entire worldview collapse into reductio ad absurdum. You're as equally baseless in all your knowledge claims as you are in all of your ignorance. Are you happy that you got all that out before I hung up on you? Because your attitude is just shocking. Oh, bye. See, here's the thing. That would be true if atheism was the assertion that no gods exist. And actually that wouldn't be enough, because what you were talking about was naturalism, and naturalism may or may not be true. I'm a methodological naturalist in that I can only assume naturalism until somebody demonstrates something supernatural. But it's not a requirement for my atheism. My atheism is predicated on the fact that you, Mike, like the past callers and everybody that I've engaged with in over 500 episodes on this show and countless debates, have failed to demonstrate and present a convincing case for their God. And so when you call in to say something like, well, if there was, I'm not even going to remember
I would have had to write the whole thing down and like trace it out and everything. Like I didn't follow it at all. You got more essentially out of it than I did. Even if philosophical naturalism weren't true, that wouldn't prove a god or some other god. All it would prove is that there's some sort of supernatural realm. And you don't get to prove the supernatural realm by asserting the impossibility of the contrary. You have to actually demonstrate the impossibility of the contrary. And so Mike just sat there. You could hear it. He'd been sitting there waiting. He's been ready to dig into me. That tone of voice was
let me get the whole thing out, because your worldview is crap, is basically what that was. And okay.
You know what? I'm impressed that he was able to get through it without stumbling over his words, because I would have had to practice that for a bit before getting it all out.